On April 30th, 2012, Edward Conard, a former partner for the financial management company Bain Capital and multimillionaire who retired at age 51, sat across from Jon Stewart, host of The Daily Show, to promote his new book. Conard smiled and stared intently through his black-rimmed glasses as Jon Stewart, the liberal host of the comedy show, held up his book and described its contents. Conard's book argued that America's economy would be stronger if people like Conard were even richer and the country had even higher levels of economic inequality. Stewart was puzzled by Conard's argument and joked that it didn't seem right because inequality in the United States was approaching the level in countries with kidnapping-based economies, generating laughter in the audience. Then Stewart shifted to an opening that would give Conard a chance to explain himself. "My question to you about the premise of the book," Stewart stated, pausing for effect before setting up his punchline, "is, Conard laughed along with the audience, and then launched into his argument that great rewards for the most talented people were the secret to America's success. Making the rich richer is good for everyone, he claimed, because high levels of inequality provide strong incentives for risk-taking and innovation that are essential for economic growth." Though Conard's comments were provocative, indeed his book tour generated significant press, including a multi-page feature in the New York Times Magazine, he was merely stating the barely hidden premise underlying supply-side economics. Supply-side economics, the misguided theory that has controlled economic policymaking for the past 3 decades, is built on the idea that inequality is good. Tax cuts for the rich and less regulation of business supposedly provide incentives for the wealthy to invest and work more. Enabling job creators to get richer helps us all, the theory goes. Conard's former boss at Bain, Mitt Romney, the 2012 Republican Party nominee for president, ran on a platform of supply-side policies, as have virtually all Republicans since Ronald Reagan was elected president. Even a number of prominent Democrats support supply-side policies and logic. Not only do these wrong-headed ideas about inequality have great political influence, but, until quite recently, they were largely shared by academic economists. For the past several decades, the idea that high levels of inequality were good for the economy dominated economic thought. Fortunately, these flawed ideas are beginning to be challenged. Academics have begun to rethink their views about the decline of the middle class, and progressive politicians are finally starting to openly contest the logic underlying supply side after years of failing to do so.